Hello everyone, Carlos Flores back on basics. So before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, if you have a suggestion, if you have a comment, if you want me to give you my take on any topic, put it in the comment section and I'll be happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, by all means, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. Remember, Flores with an S. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can connect with me by typing in at Back on Basics. And then on WhatsApp, you can connect with me by typing in at Back on Basics 9985. So, let's talk about emotional balance. Why have I waited to talk about emotional balance? Emotional balance it's kind of like a foundational. Remember we talked about basic foundation? Emotional balance is very foundational because it actually guides us to focus on being in the here and now, to be calm, to be neutral, so that way you'll be able to either make the right decision or get perspectives from other people, so that way you can make the best decision that you can based on who you are, based on how you do, based on how your mind, your body, and your emotions are balanced. So emotional balance is very important. For me, it's very important because a lot of the times, there are people, ladies and gentlemen, that push your buttons. I get it. I have people that push my buttons. But what I do is, I shower them with kindness. I know. Some of you are like, but I shower them with kindness. Because you know what? A smile goes a long way. A wave goes a long way. Helping them out, even though they have push your buttons beyond frustration. It's one of those things that a lot of the times you have to regulate yourself emotionally in order for you to speak. You know, emotions tend to be like this. Quick, automatic. Just like thoughts tend to be quick and automatic, emotions need a filter. I'm going to say that again. Emotions need a filter, because if you don't filter those emotions, oh my goodness, you're going to throw up. You're going to be throwing up on somebody and you're going to just let things out. It's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like sitting in still water on a surfboard. Oh, by the way, aloha aina. This is a great hoodie. Hi Hawaii. This is, you can look on Facebook. You can look them up as well. Their hoodies are amazing. I'm here in a little bit of a cold here in California, but I love their hoodies. I mean, look at it. Hawaii, aloha aina. And then we have the flag, and in the back we have other things. The hoodie is so thin that you can actually wear it when it's cold and wear it when it's hot. So anyways, I wanted to share their great products. They have a lot of great products. So again, hi Hawaii. And so, going back to the emotional balance, sometimes we can't hold ourselves. Haven't you gotten to a point where you're talking to somebody and all of a sudden they say something that triggers you? And they may have not meant it, or maybe they weren't trying to do that, or maybe they were trying to push your buttons. So what you need to do is kind of like take a step back. Right? Don't say anything. You need to buffer your answer at least 3 to 5 seconds. Again, I'm going to say this. You need to buffer your answer, your response, at least 3 to 5 seconds. If you automatic, oh my goodness, you don't know what's going to come out, because here it's connected to here, it's connected to here. Oh, and sometimes, believe me, I've said some things that I regret as I'm saying them because I don't buffer. Buffering, and it's just waiting. I tell my students, you need to wait 3 seconds before you, so that way you can process it a little bit more before you say something. Well, for you all, 3 to 5 seconds. I'm actually telling you, we have a lot more baggage than students do. We have a lot more negative and positive interactions with different people. Ladies and gentlemen, there's always somebody that irks you. There's always somebody that, in your mind, you say, if this person says anything about blank, I'm going to go nuts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, emotional balance is important because you don't want to go nuts. You don't want to regret it later on. You don't want to make sure, because remember, you shower them with kindness. That's what you do. So the first step to do is step back, right? You're not reeling. You're just stepping back. And it could be a mental step back. Then you wait 3 to 5 seconds and then you respond. You will see the difference in how different 5 seconds can do from going from frustrating, anxious, angry, sad to neutral or almost neutral. And so again, emotional balance is important in our lives because we have people that we interact with every day. We have people that we rub the wrong way from time to time. We have people right in marriages where sometimes, sometimes it's a scale like this, right? Sometimes you're like this and it's great. And sometimes the scale is going like this. It's like those things that hit because, nobody's perfect, ladies and gentlemen. But if you can balance your emotions, that's great. So again, to take a step back, 3 to 5 seconds, and then as you're processing, you're saying things after 5 seconds. Do the breathing exercises for 5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That wasn't 5 seconds, but you know what? It helps me. It helps me. Again, hold it for 5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm not gonna do it, but it's amazing. See the difference? See the energy? Again, emotional balance. One of the things that I would recommend you do as well is write a letter out. You're not going to give it to the person, but you write a letter, just talking to them about the things that you're frustrated about, the things that you don't appreciate, the things that you want them to change. And then what you do is you read it, you rip it, or you shred it, and you're done. And you let it go. And it's easier said than done, but you know what? Your mind thinks that it's in a paper and it's shredded and it's done and it's go. You will see how amazing you feel after doing that. That's what I used to do when I was doing counseling. That's what I did with adults and teenagers when they lost somebody. They would write a letter to the person that passed away. And then they would read it, and it would be so emotional. And I was like, holy crap, this is so emotional. And then after that, we would shred it. Because what we're trying to do when we're balancing the emotions and also saying goodbye to a loved one, it's getting these emotions that we have to neutral, to the basic foundation. We want emotions to be neutral. Because you're never going to forget. I'm telling you, if somebody hurt you emotionally or physically or mentally, you're not going to forget. But if you process it, if you let it go, you'll never forget. But there won't be any angry emotions or angry feelings when you do so, when you look at them. Believe me, you shower them with kindness, ladies and gentlemen. It works. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to be wishy-washy, is that it works. So again, right? Emotional regulation needs to be at a neutral, because your mind will go after that and your body will go after that. Oh, by the way, I am right now, I think I am either 211 or 210. I'm getting close to my stretch goal. I want to get to 200. I want to get to 205 or 200. So I'm just giving you an update, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? All the things that I'm doing, the physical activity, the mental activities, anything that I'm doing is actually moving forward to my goal. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it sucks that people hurt you, but you have to neutralize these emotions, or otherwise they're going to hurt you, but you're going to hurt yourself as well. Remember, because eventually it'll go to your head and it won't come out. And now you have not only this unbalance, but your head unbalance and your physical unbalance. Back on Basics.